Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com, and this is episode 155 of Photo Critiques. And in this episode, I'm pleased to critique the work of Hayk, and I'm not even going to try to say your last name, Hayk, because I will dishonor you by mispronouncing it so bad. It will just be embarrassing for me. So look in the description of this video and you'll check out Hayek's last name. Hayek is a great photographer though. He did a great job on this shot. Nice macro. It's very tightly focused, very well done. We have some shadow that came in here from some kind of harsh light, but Hayek did a nice job of minimizing that so it's not really affecting the shot. It kind of goes underneath this here, so it's a really nice shot. This shot here, I like the composition except for this post right here. I'm wondering if you could have repositioned yourself so this was minimized more, out of the picture more. Because we have an uninterrupted view of the reflection and then this gets in the way. That's one thing. The other thing, I think it's slightly overexposed. It's at 5 seconds at f of 2.8 ISO 400. Now, I like the 5 seconds. It gave us these nice reflections. But f of 2.8, remember guys, in previous critiques, we've had this kind of star effect from these light sources, and I mentioned that you could get that if you use a smaller a smaller aperture, usually around f of 13, and you'll get these nice like starburst effect off the lights. Now, Hayek used f of 2.8, so we get this like glow, which is fine too. I mean, maybe that's the effect you want, so that's fine. But because it's so bright in here, I think we had a lot more leeway where we could have stopped this down more. So I would have left it at 5 seconds to get the water like this. But I think I would have more gone towards f8, f11. And I think the exposure still would have been fine. And you probably would have got more stars in the sky than just looks like one single star right here. So that's my suggestion on this one. Is a lot of times when I take bracket shot or take night shots, I bracket them. I take, I usually decide what I want my my aperture to be ahead of time. So I know usually I'll take my aperture around f11, f13. Then I'll try one at 30 seconds, I'll try one at 40 seconds, I'll try one at 20 seconds, and I just experiment and I see where I get it that I like. And I think this one though is just a little too bright. It's a really nice shot. I like this one. This was 1/1250th of a second at f of 5.6 ISO 800, but it's really nice. We have the just the the water droplets frozen in time, and it's just a really nice shot. And the light is nice and warm. Looks probably have a little vignette here, helps bring the subject more to the forefront. It's really well done, very nice. This great focus here, very nice focus. 1/400th of a second f of 4.5 ISO 200. I mean, it's really just a mundane patch of grass, but the little water droplets are very well focused. The light is a little bit harsh, but did a nice job of controlling it, and it's a nice shot. This shot, it's not a definitive subject. It's kind of a, I should take that back. This, excuse me, this branch is the definitive subject, but it's not super compelling, and it's getting kind of a little bit lost in the busyness around it, because there is, it's a pretty busy scene. So this is one of those scenes that is interesting to look out and interesting to hang out in, but it's difficult to photograph and try to make it compelling in a photograph. So you work the scene, take a lot of different shots, different angles, different focal lengths, different elements with your camera, and see if you could get a more compelling shot. This is a really nice portrait. Very well done, very well done. I like it a lot. A lot of dynamic range here, and you controlled it very well. We're very bright up here, probably just have a tiny bit blown out. Yeah, you can see this little red forming right here. That just means that's absolute white. No detail in that area there, but that's fine. Look how minuscule it is, so that's fine. And probably down in here, we're gonna have, yeah, we have some darks, but that's fine. That's the shirt, so we want that. Very nice portrait, very well done. Usually with men, we like some side lighting and kind of a harsher side light to show off some of the facial features. That's like we want to do that with men. With women, we prefer more of the light coming from the front, and we like softer light with women. So very well done on this shot. I'll just give you a portrait tip. It's not really affecting this man's face, but you could see where he is literally resting his chin on his hand, and his thumb is pressed into his face, and his finger is pressed, and his chin's getting bent up a little bit. Instruct your models. Now, a professional model will know not to do that. What they'll do is they lightly place their hand on their face to simulate that their head is resting on their hand. They don't actually put any weight on it, though, because it will bend their features and distort their features. So in this case, like I said, it looks fine with this man, but some cases it won't look fine. You'll be bending chin sideways and bending skin on cheeks and things like that. So you'd want to instruct your model or the person you're photographing to just lightly place their hand over their face or their hand on their face like this. You don't want them to press in real hard, as I mentioned, just because it distorts features. This is a great shot. This is just a fantastic shot. Look at the great catch lights in the little girl's eyes and the joy in her face, Christmas time. It's just a beautiful, beautiful shot. This is fantastic. I wish I took this shot. Very well done. I think that's the last one. Yep, that's it for Hayk. Hayk, thank you very much for sharing your work with us. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, but I could barely pronounce my own name. And I don't even pronounce my kids' names. I just mix them up all the time. So I do appreciate you sharing your work with us, though. And I'd like to thank everyone that watches all my videos. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that watches my videos. If you have time, go over to my website, anthonymorganti.com, and look at all the photography stuff I have over there. And I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys soon.